Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds. Tonight we are playing History Maker Golf. Our players are Papa Rob. He is semi-legend, bomber, puny. He's semi-gilded. Irons, he's utility and soft, and because he's a pioneer, he is a rust putter. Our second player is Doc Sims, and he's semi-yeoman, a duffer, a shaper, semi-puny, semi-scatter. Irons is utility, soft. He's semi-master, semi-workman. He's a rusty putter and semi-icon as far as experience. And our last pioneer is Bubba, my dad. He's semi-legend, a duffer, scatter. He's semi-master. He's sandy. He has a rusty putter, and he is an icon. All right. And for the 2000, and that's for the pioneers. Our first golfer for the 2018-2019 group is from the UK, Paul Govier, or I should say King Govier, because he's a king as far as woods go. He's laser as far as iron goes, and he's a dynamic golfer. Up second is me, Philip. I'm a shaper, master. My putting is normal, and I am a prospect golfer. And our final golfer is Rob. He's a shaper. He is semi-soft and semi-laser. This is my commentating. This is my commentating screen. I also have the whole screen. And rather than spreading out my golfers, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip them over so that this will be flipped, and we'll cycle through and then go to the next hole. We are playing at Augusta. We are playing at Augusta. It's a par 72, 36 in, 36 out. And my other camera is the box, is my dice box. So we will be switching between 3 different cameras, which means it'll take a while, it'll take a long time. So bear with me, and I want to try to get in at least 5 holes tonight, and the rest I'll try to scatter in the day tomorrow, but I want to at least try to get 5 holes in. And with that being said, all right, we're going to go to Papa Rob. It's a par 4. It is a daunting, challenging hole. There's a triangle, which means it says straight shot with special care to avoid bunkers on right. Green is legendary for its difficulty with 6-foot breaks, not uncommon. That triangle comes into effect, I believe, in putting. Yeah, it says few holes are marked with the triangle warning symbol indicating they pose a special challenge with when the course controls. The symbol does not apply to clutch putts or situation where the golfer controls. On such holes, the putting difficulty is increased one level from whatever is indicated in the text to a maximum of double difficult. If the first example above from trees, if the hole were marked with the triangle warning symbol, a master would face a double difficult rather than a difficult. Putt for birdie, and all other golfers would be face so basically, if you get a moderate putt, it becomes a difficult putt. If it's a difficult putt, it becomes a double difficult putt. So we are going to take you to the box, and we are going to roll. 2, 3, 4 is course controlled. 1 and 6 is player controlled. Right. So this is course controlled. We've got a 15. That is a square. Okay, that's golf cam. And it is a par 4. No, this is a daunting, challenging hole. So, and we have a 2. So it says cordial hole. No. Daunting hole. Yes. Sand, rough issues, clutch putt for bogey. Otherwise, solid play, easy, moderate putt for par. So, so we have a clutch putt for bogey here for Papa Rob to start off. And he is rust, so he has to get a 1. And so he has to get a 1 in order to get this clutch putt. Otherwise, it's a double bogey. And no, he does not get that. So if he gets 66, okay, so he will get his double bogey there. That's all right. Okay, we are looking at Doc, and I have there's hole 1. We'll flip over to the dice. Okay, it is course control. That will be a 16. And that will also be a square. And a 4. And daunting hole. Clutch putt for par. Otherwise, okay. So, and he is rust. So he also needs a 1 in order to get this putt. And he does not. And he will get a bogey on that. All right. Okay. That takes us to Bubba. All right. We will roll for Bubba here. And that is, he can either, that is player control because it is 6. He can attack the green if he wants to. Clutch putting. Par 4. Okay. Since it's the first hole, he's going to try attacking the green and see what happens. That is a 1. Within a few yards of pin, moderate putt for birdie. And because of this particular, that moderate putt for birdie becomes a difficult putt for birdie. So he needs a 1 to make the difficult birdie putt. So we will see. No. And he will get, Bubba will get a par. So for our next hole, Bubba will go first. Doc will go second. And Papa Rob will go third. Okay. And that takes us to Paul Govier. right. Switch over. That is possible attack. So Paul will try attacking the green. That is a 2. Barely on green, but makeable. Difficult putt for birdie, which for this is double difficult, which means he would need a 1 and a dot. He is just going to go ahead and roll for the par, and he gets par. Paul will get a par. Okay. That will take us to Phil. Okay. And that will be course driven. That is 16. And which is golf cam course, and that is a 4. And daunting hole, clutch putt for par. So he needs a 1 through 3 in order to get this. And he will get this. All right. I will take us to Rob. Okay, that is course driven. That is a 45. And that will be sand and 2. Okay, and that is a 5. Rob is not sandy. It says former lie dampens exit from bunker just to fringe of green. Double difficult putt for birdie, which is so he's not going to be able to make the birdie putt. He'll try it anyway because he needs a 1 and a dot. And no, he does not get it. So he will need a 1 to 3 for a par. And he does not get that. Which means a 1 to 5 for a bogey. And he will get a bogey. So we go to the second hole, and I think what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to roll the dice and double, cordial, friendly, direct. So this is a hole where most of likely going to be by the golfer. So it's par 5. Right. And this for Bubba is course driven. It's a 26. Which is your golf cam. And it is a par 5. We're to 6. Daunting hole, no. Scatter golfer. Is Bubba a scatter golfer? Yes, Bubba is a scatter golfer. Okay. Trouble on approach. Outer area of green in 4. Double difficult putt for par. So this is double difficult putt for par. So he needs a 1. And he makes it. So Bubba. All right. And that takes us to Doc. This is this is player driven. It's 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see. Yeoman or puny? Doc is not a yeoman. We will have to roll to see if he is puny. And he is not puny. Oh, wait a minute. That's 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. Okay, it says struck thin, short, not much on roll. We look at the star quality. Okay. Says is, and we're looking at par 5. And says, is he a master? And we'll have to roll to see if he's master. No, he's not master. Routine second shot. Golfer wishes it were a little bit better. Polite applause. So says third shot makes green, double difficult putt for birdie. So means he has to roll a dot and a 1. And he gets a dot, but he does not get the 1. Let's see, 1 to 3 for difficult par. No. 1 to 5 for a moderate bogey. And he does make the bogey. Okay, and that takes us to Papa Rob. This is okay, 1-1-2 for Papa Rob. And let's see. Yes, he would be cold. Hit inning swing, banana ball. So we look at the star. And it is a 2. Is Papa Rob a master? No, he's not a master. Well struck second shot, drifts a little, polite applause. Let's go to the polite applause. And on 2, it says, it says white dice. So, scrambles to green, facing difficult putt for par. So that's 1 to 3 for difficult putt for par, and he makes it. All right. So after the first 2 holes, rather than just going by numbers and then adding them up, I just started in the second. We've got Bubba even, and then Papa Rob, then Doc, and that's how they will. So that means that Bubba will go first in the third hole, and then Papa Rob, and then Doc for hole 3. Okay. And Paul Govier is up. Yes. Paul Govier is up. All right. And that is 155. A par 5. Bomber or duffer? No, Paul is not a bomber or duffer. Okay. Oh. 1-4 through 266. If condition isn't met to applicable golf, so we will have to go to the golf cam, and on this, that means we go to the star. Okay. And is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Polite applause. Roll the white dice here. That says 2. Solid third shot gets to green. Difficult putt for birdie, which means he needs a 1. And he will not get the birdie. Moderate putt for par, 1 to 5. And he misses that. And that will be a bogey for Paul. That's +1. Okay. Takes us to Philip. And that is like attack the green. So he can take a par or he can attack the green. And I think being that Paul's behind, he'll take the par. So that means he'll stay even. And that will take us to Rob. All right. 5, 6, 6. Okay, let's go to 566. 5. Is he a legend? No. Let's go to the star. Is he a hacker? No. It says otherwise less expert shot gets fortunate kick. Strong applause. And we will roll a white dice here. And it is 4. Difficult putt for birdie. So he needs a 1. And he does not get the 1. So for a par, he needs a 1 to 5. Oh. And he gets the par. All right. After 2 holes, Bubba and Philip both are even, and they're Bubba's 2 up on his opponents, and Philip's 1 up on Paul and Rob. That will put Bubba first. And in the third hole, Philip will go first, followed by Paul and Rob. Right? Okay. And in this particular hole, 3, 4, and 5 are course driven. 1, 2, and 6 are player driven. Right. We're looking at Bubba here, and that is a 3, which is course driven. That will be a 12, which is the weeds. And that's weeds 1. Okay, so rough 1. And we are looking at 3. And the par 4. 1, 3. Is he a workman? He is not a workman. He has an easy putt for par. So, so he needs to get. So he gets his par. All right. And that will take us to Doc. Oh, I'm sorry, that will take us to Papa Rob. All right. And that is course driven. That will be a 24. And that will be sand 2. Okay, and we're looking par 4, sand 2, and 2. Papa Rob, Sandy, and the answer is no. He's got an easy putt for par. So anything but double sixes. Oh, and he just. So that's +2. And that takes us to Doc. Right. That is player driven. He can take a par if he so chooses, and he will. And no change as far as who's going first with the oldies. Okay, and we'll go with Philip for the third hole here. Okay, that is a 3, and that is 13, which is sand 1. And this is a par 4. Is he chunky? No. Otherwise, strong swing. Wow. We go to the wow chart. Where is the wow chart? Oh, there it is. Okay, roll white dice. And it is a 6. Seemingly off Carome's to fringe of green. Difficult putt for birdie, which means a 1. And let's see. No, he does not make the birdie putt, but he does make the par putt. Okay, and that takes us to Paul Govier. Right. This is course driven. 26 will be golf cam. Four, is it a cordial hole? No. Daunting hole? No. Easy routine. It's an easy putt for par. So anything but double sixes, and he gets a par. All right. Takes us to Rob. Right. Right. That is course driven. 16. So it's golf cam. And we're looking at 3. Is it a cordial hole? No. Daunting hole? No. It's an easy putt for par. So anything but a 66. And he makes it. So we are through 3 holes, and Bubba is even, and Papa Rob and Doc are 2 over, and Phil is even, and Paul and Rob are 1 over. So it's the Reynolds people beating up on the opponents, so to speak, so far. But it's still early. We're only going to the 4th hole. Okay, and we got a par 3 here. And that is a daunting challenge. So we will check Bubba here. Sorry. That's 2. So that is hole driven. That is a 12. So that'll be a sand and 1. And par 3, is he chunky? No, it doesn't look like he's chunky. Easy putt for birdie, which means 1 to 4. And he makes it. Right, that puts Bubba -1. Okay. We will go to Papa Rob. And that's hole driven. That's a 36. Which is trees and 1. Okay, and we're looking at par 3. And it is a 1. Is he a workman? No, he is not a workman. Blast through trees, and we take a look at the pin. All right. We re-roll the white dice here. Check and see what it says with regards to the pin. 5. Breaks left and stops short. Moderate putt for par. So we're looking at 1 to 5 for par. And we'll re-roll that because it was. Oh, and he misses. So 66 for. And he will make a bogey there. So Papa Rob gets a bogey, so he falls back 1. And that will take us to Doc. All right. That is hole driven. 34 will be golf cam. All right. Golf cam. 3. Is it cordial hole or laser golfer? It is not a cordial hole. He is not a laser golfer. Clutch putt for par. And he is a rust golfer, so he needs a 1. Okay. And he misses that. So we're looking at, and he will get a bogey as well. All right. So okay. Takes us to Philip. Okay, that is course driven. 46 will be the golf cam. Is it a daunting hole? Yes. Green doesn't hold tee. Wedged reasonably well. Clutch putt for par. So clutch putt for par. And he's neutral, so he needs a 1 to 3. And he makes it. Takes us to Paul. All right. He's got a 6, which he's going to go ahead and take the par. And that will take us to Rob. Oh, and Rob also gets a 6. So he will also take a par. So after 4 holes, Bubba is 1 under, and Papa Rob and Doc are 3 over. And for the the 2018 19 guys. I'm even, and Paul and Rob are both one over. And we are going to the fifth hole of Augusta. Let's see here. What does the fifth hole show us? All right. It's another daunting, challenging hole. Bubba is up first, and that is course driven. That is a 26, which will be golf cam, par 4, 6, daunting hole, yes. Battles back from tough line to make green in 2, clutch putt for par. And being as Bubba is rust, he needs a 1. So he's gonna he's gonna roll for bogey basically, and he needs anything but double sixes. So Bubba is back to even. And that takes us to Papa Rob. It's 2, course driven, 35, golf cam, and that is 4. The cordial hole, no, daunting hole. Shrewdly play, clutch putt for par, and he's rust, so that means he needs 1. So he also is going to get a roll for bogey, and he will take the bogey. And that will take us to Doc. Oh. Okay, that is course driven. 36 is in the trees in 2. And par 4 in the trees in 2. 2, is he a master? Doc is not a master on this particular one. Easy putt for par. Okay. Roll. And he makes his par. All right. That means Bubba, Doc, and Papa Rob. And that takes us to me, then Paul, then Rob. Okay. That's course driven. 12 is circle. Golf cam circle. Okay. On a 2. No. Challenging green, yes. Played shrewdly, clutch putt for par. So, being as I'm neutral, I need a 1 to 3 for a par here. No. And that will be a bogey for me. Okay, takes us to Paul. That is course driven. 14 will be weeds and 2. Par 4, weeds and 2, and 3. Paul, a workman. No. Gimme putt for par. All he has to do is miss the triple sixes, and he does. Rob's turn here. All right. Oh, and this is player driven. 1, 2, 2. One, two, two. Rob is not a duffer. Moderate putt for birdie. So he has to get a 1 or 2 for a birdie here. No. And he gets a par. So on the next hole, Paul will go first, then Rob, then me. All right. After five holes, Bubba is even, then Doc, then Rob, Papa Rob, and then on the 2018-2019 group, everybody is at 1 over, and because I bogeyed that hole, that means Paul goes first and then Rob. Right. That takes us to the 6th hole. Right. 6th hole. And it is a par 3. And we're talking 3, 4, 5. So Bubba goes first here. And that will be course driven. 44 is in the weeds and 1. Let's see here. One. Is he a master? The dice says no. double difficult putt for par. So that means 1. So he's going to try for the difficult putt for bogey here, which is 1 to 3. And he makes it. So that will be a bogey for Bubba. All right. Takes us to Doc. And that is a 2. That is player driven. 1, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 3, 4. Is he a hacker? No. One's wedged on difficult putt for par. We go to the now section. Okay. Is he? Let's see. And got 4. Is he hot? No. Double difficult putt for birdie, which is a 1. So he's not going to do that. So he'll go 1 to 3 for par. And he misses. 1 to 5 for bogey. And he misses that. And that will be a double bogey for Doc. So that puts him at +5. And that take us to Papa Rob. Okay, and he will take, Papa Rob is going to take the par here. So Bubba, Papa Rob, Doc. All right. And we're taking Paul Govier here. And that is a 1. And that is 466. Okay, 466. And that's a par 3. 4. Laser or hot? Yes, Paul is laser. Right on the money, gets great roll, easy putt for birdie. Okay, check the mood. No, it's easy putt for birdie. So he needs a 1 to 4. Oh, and he misses. So he will roll for par, and he will get the par. That's Paul. Par. All right. That takes me up. Oh, yeah. Takes, Rob first. right. It's course driven. 46 will be sand and one. Sand and one. And then it was a 4. Chunky. Rob is not chunky. Moderate putt for par, which will be 1 to 5. And he will make it. All right. Phil's turn here. That is a 1, and that is 266. Champion. No. Otherwise, we go to the golf cam. Okay. This is a par 3. It's a 6. Friendly green. No. Laser. No. Clutch putt for par. And that means 1 to 3. No. And yes, he makes a bogey there. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, that's a bogey. Okay. It's amazing how things change real quick. I mean, I was even for the second, third, and fourth holes and clinging to a 1-point lead, and now we're in the 6th. At the end of the 6th hole, I'm down 1, and Paul and Rob are tied for first. And Bubba is 1 over, Papa Rob is 4 over, and Doc is 5 over. And we are going to the 7th hole for now. All right. Go to the 7th hole. Daunting hole. This means that with that triangle symbol there means whatever less it says is what the putt will be. Okay. So Bubba's up first. And that is a 2. And that will be a 35. That will be square golf cam. And that is it a cordial hole? No. Daunting hole, yes. Clutch putt for bogey, which means he needs a 1. So he's not going to make that. So he will roll the 2 for double bogey. Oh, and he misses that. So roll 3 for a, yes, he will get a triple bogey on that. So he will go back 4 to 4 over. And that takes us to Papa Rob. And Papa Rob will gladly take a par there and dock. And this will be, for him, it will be course player driven, which is 135. Duffer or puny? Yes, he is Duffer. Weekly hit shot. And we will. Okay. Is he a master? No. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. No, he's not, because he's a semi-master. Moderate putt for par. So he needs 1 to 5 here. And he gets it. All right. So that means Papa Rob, Doc, and Bubba. Bubba will go last. Bubba will go last because he had a triple bogey on that one. And this takes us to Paul Govier. It's 5, and that will be 12 in the weeds and 2. Weeds 2. And we're looking at 5. Is he a master? No. Difficult putt for par, which means a 1 to 3 for Paul. And he makes it. Okay, this takes us to Rob. Um, 23 will be sand and 2. And par 4, sand and 2. 6, is he sandy? Rob is not sandy. Double difficult putt for par. And that means he needs a 1, so he won't take that. So he will try for the bogey, 1 to 3. And he makes the bogey. Okay. It's Phil's turn here. 13 will be sand and 3. Chunky. No, I'm not chunky. Gimme putt for bogey. And he makes the bogey putt. Paul, Rob, and Phil. All right. Takes us to the 8th hole. And this is a nice, cordial, friendly hole. Okay. And so far, our friend from the UK has the best record here. We're talking 1 over, followed by Rob at 2 over, followed by me at 3 over, then Papa Rob and Bubba are tied for 4 over, and Doc has 5 over. And we're going to a cordial, friendly par 5, 8th hole, and Papa Rob is up first. All right. That is a 1, so that is 256 on a par 5. Two, 5, 6. Is Papa Rob a legend? Yes. Oh my, classic. So he gets a star, and it is a 6. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Strong applause. Reroll white dice. 6. Superior distance, but short on accuracy. Double difficult putt for birdie. Ooh. He'll pass on that, and he will try for the par putt, which means he needs a 1 to 3. Oh, and he misses that. Try 1 to 5 bogey, and he will make the bogey. Papa Rob gets a bogey there. Okay. Takes us to Doc. 1, 4, 6. Legend or bomber? Nope. 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 So we go to the experience chart. It says golf cam chart for update. Okay. This is a 4. Daunting hole. No. Clutch putt for birdie for Doc. Which means needs a 1 to 3, which he'll go for the par, and he makes the par. All right. Takes us to Bubba. All right. 3. And that is 1, 3, 4. Is he a duffer? Yes. Nasty swing. Ugh. Okay. Gallery groans. Wait a minute. Four. Is he a workman? No. Polite applause. We roll white dice. 6. Difficult putt for par. 1 to 3. No. Moderate putt for bogey. And he will get a bogey there. All right. Takes us to Paul Govier here. The 8th hole. And he will take a par. Gladly take the par. Takes us to Rob. And that will be a 3-3-6. The hot. Rob Hot. No. Applicable golf camp. And 5, 6. Daunting hole. And that is not the case here. Clutch putt for birdie. He needs a 1 to 3 for clutch putt. No. And he will take the par. Okay. Phil's turn here. Right. And I will take par there. Gladly take the par there. So everything pretty much stays the same. Takes us to the 9th hole, which is daunting. And it's a par 4. And this will be our last hole for tonight, basically. Because that's the midway point, and I'll finish it up tomorrow morning. Basically, at this point, all the old people have the same. They're all 5 over. And Paul is leading at 1 over. Rob is second at 2 over, and I am third at 3 over for the 2018-2019 group. And we will go to, we're going to Papa Rob first. Right. That's 3, and that's a, in the weeds and 2. 4, is he a workman? No. Moderate putt for par, which means 1 to 5, and he will make that. Okay. Takes us to Doc. 46 will be trees and 1. Par 4 is he a master? And in this case, yes, he is. Difficult putt for birdie, which means he needs a 1. He'll just go for the par, which means he needs the 1 to 5. He'll take the par. Takes us to Bubba. 3, 35 is golf cam. Square golf cam. And it's par 4. Looking at 4. Is it a daunting hole? Yes. Double difficult putt for par. Means he needs a 1. So he'll go for the bogey, which means 1 to 3. And he makes the bogey. All right. Okay, that takes us to Paul. Three, 12 is circle. And 4, and we're looking at a 5. Friendly green? No. Challenging green? No. Easy putt for par, which means he needs, and he will make that. Okay, that takes us to Rob. And Rob will take the par. All right. It is player driven, 125. Balmer, no. Go to golf cam. Okay. Okay. 2. Is it cordial? No. Daunting, yes. Clutch putt for bogey. And means he needs a 1 to 3. No. And he will make a double bogey there. Wow. What looked like it was going to be a good match turns out to be a rough match. Paul's 1 over. Rob is 2 over. I'm 5 over. Papa Rob is 5 over. Doc is 5 over. And Bubba is 6 over. And that's where we are at the halfway point in this match. Whoa, this is, and you're talking Augusta. I mean, the best that somebody can do right here is 1 over in the first 9. Ouch. So, but that's where I'm at, and we'll get up early in the morning, and we'll see if we can make these scores any better. It's all in, pretty much, guys. It's pretty much all in the roll of the dice, just like that. You just never know. I mean, kind of why we play the game. I mean, and it looked like Paul pretty much took all the good traits, and he's, par on the first hole, and then 1 over on the second hole, and then so basically par, bogey, and then par the rest. Me, I was even for the first 4, then bogey, then bogey, then bogey, then par, then double bogey, and Rob was 1 over, and he stayed 1 over for the first 6 holes. Then a bogey on 7, and then par on 8, and par on 9. So, yeah, anything can happen, and we'll see what happens more tomorrow. And probably around 7 or 8 is what I'm shooting for. So take care, everyone. Bye.